So for testing, I use JUnit and Mockito along with the JCoco and Sonar Cube. And for this project, I follow this TDD for development, and the JUnit and Mockito. Those are the great tools to write unit test case for each functions. In addition, the Spring framework also provides a lot of integration with these two dependencies, so which makes it much easier for me to get started without worrying about the initial setup and configurations. And the JUnit provides me functions such as add test for creating tests. Let me show you over here, like here. And before each, for initializing necessary dependencies and assertion for verifying the results. As for Unit 5, it also includes exception testing, so where we can easily test those functions through exceptions. However, in order to use JUnit, I have to make sure the code is ready before I write and test cases, which violates the principle of TDDs. Therefore, I include the Mockito here. So Mockito basically gives me a way to mock everything if needed, and it allows me to create all the unit test case without having those dependencies implemented. Also, for the unit testing, all we care about is the logic in the method of testing class. So for example, if we are testing the service layer, we don't care about how DAO layer works and what kind of data exists in the DAOs. So Mockito provides mocks when where we can predefine the request and response for any method, so that we can create mock data to test all the corner cases with this, like this. So in addition, I also use the JCoco, which I do the integration here. All those parts is about JCocos, and I have set up the code coverage to be 80%. Okay, so for JCoco, is a well-tested application. Normally has less possibilities to behave abnormally. So I'll say JCoco is a Maven plugin, which we can check how many lines of code have been tested and how many conditions have been tested. I set up, as I mentioned, to be a minimum of 80%. So when I build and deploy this project, if JCoco finds that the current testing coverage is below this point, then the Maven build will be failed. Finally, I also include the Sonar Cube. I'll show you here. Yes. Okay, so I include the Sonar Cube as the last quality gate of the applications. So unit testing is not always enough to make sure that the code is written in a good way, and there is no potential bugs. So Sonar Cube provides the quality gate, and we will check in the customized rules to check any potential defects in the codebase. And I have set 2 rules in the quality gate, which in here. Okay, so which are zero tolerance of blocking issue and a critical issue. The blocking issue here means that the application will fail in certain condition, and the third critical issue means that there might be possibilities that the system will fail. So for example, if inappropriate usage of static variables, which may lead to the memory leak, and if it fails to meet those 2 rules, the Jenkins pipeline will fail and the code won't get deployed. The only thing I'm currently missing is the integration and regression testing, where we actually mock the user that currently use the application and check whether the workflow is running properly. And the regression tests are important to make sure that any future changes won't break existing workflow. And in the future, if I have some time to add more stuff, I will definitely add the integration testing, use the synonyms. Okay, so that's all about my testing part. And let me show you one more thing, is our JCocos.